Welcome back, guys, and today I want to talk about why we don't get what we want in our lives and the reasons for failure. Now, let me ask you a question. Has there been a moment in your life where you have failed? I know I've failed in my life many times over, but the great thing is these failures and these moments where I haven't got exactly what I want has been the moments that have shaped my life the most. The moments that have given me the greatest skills that I could gain, because it's not in the great times that we get better, but in the times of hardship and of struggle, and we really find our true character and we find the limits that we can reach, and we go above and beyond to reach this true potential. And guys, I really want to say that what is failure? Because at the end of the day, we give a meaning to failure, and we see failure as being rejected, as being disappointed in ourselves, not living up to other people's expectations, all these trivial facts. But in reality, what is failure? And failure is the meaning that we give it. No one can give failure. And when people say that, Maddie, you are a failure, failure is an event. Failure is something that happened at that moment. But what is failure? And the beauty of it, we get to determine what failure is for us. And for me, I've given failure this meaning, this significance that I cannot fail in life. I cannot fail at anything I do unless I don't try something or I quit. And really, in my life, this has helped shape who I've become, but more importantly, allow me to be more adventurous in my life, try new things, take more risks, live the life that I want to live. Because this rule that I've ingrained in myself, I cannot fail unless I don't try anything or quit, has allowed me to go out there and do what it is that I want to do. And so many people fear this fear the idea of rejection, of disappointment, of not fitting in. So they conform, and that really holds them back. And a great example of this is when we go to meet someone. The number one thing that stops us from going to speak to someone is really the fear of disappointment, of them not approving of us, the fear of being rejected. But see, that's the difference. What's shaped and changed me being able to meet people has been just my shift in what I've associated failure to. And now I see failure. If I don't go up to speak to that person, I failed. And we have so much negative emotion towards failure and pain that we will do anything to avoid it, because we don't want to be known as the failure. But and that has really helped me when I go up to someone. If they don't approve of who I am or they walk away, the great thing is I don't see that as failure. I see it as what can I take away from this? What can I do better next time? And how can this shape me for the future and make my conversation and my skills relating to other people better? And really, guys, taking that into your own life, what is it that you value as failure? What do you associate failure to in your life? And is that holding you back? So the next step is, why is it that we fail in our lives? And it really comes from the fact that we fail, and I kept telling myself that I was failing because I didn't have the time. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the people. I didn't have the resources. But really, the reason I was failing in life was because I wasn't resourceful enough. And using these resources, being resourcefulness, let's be real. If we want to accomplish and get something, we will find the way. We will make the way. And a great example of this, if you are creative enough, you will find the answers. The answers are online. We can Google the things. We can meet people and get all these answers. So if we think of things outside the box and ways that we can go get this information, how simple and easy is it be? We live in such a connected era that finding information is so simple, and thinking of information is very easy. And really, if you are passionate and loving enough, you can find anyone to help you out, and they will be willing to help you out. So if we look at this, if you're committed enough in your life and determined enough to achieve something, you will find the resources. You will be resourceful, because at that moment, when we become resourceful, we will get all these resources that stopped us from really achieving what it is that we wanted to get. We will find the time. We will get the money. We will get the people. We will find the people to help us. And that's when we learn this and get this belief ingrained in us, we will be able to go above and beyond and learn that that there is nothing stopping us, and getting what we want is really just us telling ourselves that we can't get it for simple and trivial reasons. And a great example of this, when people come up to me, they say, Maddie, I've tried everything to lose weight. And I ask myself, okay, what have you tried? They're like, well, I've tried so many things. I'm like, what is it that you've tried? Well, I tried a few things. And then I ask, okay, what is it that you tried? Well, I tried to exercise like once or twice a week, and that didn't really work out, so I stopped. And really, people see that we give ourselves a reason, the easy way out, that we think that by trying a few little things and not really committing, that we can just quit and move on. But when we get to that moment that there are so many resources out there, that when we learn to leverage and become resourceful, we can accomplish anything. And I've seen this in my life, that I haven't been the greatest marketer, I haven't been the greatest salesperson, but I know if I want to achieve what it is in my life, the reason I haven't got it yet is because I haven't had the skills. And now that I'm building up the skills, I see the results coming in. So if we don't have the skills sometimes, we may not be able to achieve it. So we have to be proactive. We have to get these skills to get what it is that we want. And another reason is I wanted to build a brand for myself. And really, having this brand and if someone wants to build a company, they have to know how to brand themselves. So it's learning these skill sets and leveraging these resources that's going to lead to greater awareness. So guys, I want to leave it on that, and I want to challenge you. What is it, something in your life that you have been putting off because you have been afraid to fail, because you have been thought and been afraid that you will fail in this task? And guys, write this down. Think of this thing and go out there and create a new rule and ritual for this. So like I said, my rule is that I cannot fail unless I don't try anything or unless I quit. So it could be going out and meeting someone. Think, if you're not the best, or you don't like, if you're not good at meeting people, or you know that you have to meet more people, but you're scared that they're gonna reject you and disapprove of you. Think, I will only fail if I do not go and speak to this person, if I don't try and do these things, if I don't. And really, when you get this new empowering belief, you will do anything and everything to go out there and avoid failure. And you will go and try these new things because you will learn something along the way. And that is what I've learned. When with failure, if I don't do it, if I will fail if I don't do something. And really, I won't fail if I get rejected or disapproved, because I will learn something along the way. So guys, with that being said, failure is just the meaning that we give it. We associate failure as this form of rejection, but we have the power to tell ourselves, and the choice and decisions, that failure is what it is that we want it to be. Guys, thank you again for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give the thumbs up. And if you like to receive the future content with this series, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button just up here, and you'll get all the new releases coming out. I'm looking later to move to a different series about more on the focus of relationships. But if there's anything out there that you guys want to hear me talk about, feel free to just comment below, and I'll be glad to get to that and really just help you guys out along the way. So guys, thank you again, and I'll speak to you guys soon.